Oh, you didn't know?
Didn't know.
Your ass better call somebody. When are we going live?
We are live.
Oh, fuck, are we? Hi,
Anyways,
guys. What's up? I didn't
what
know that we were live, and that's all.
what's going on, everybody? We're here on another Smackdown Tuesday,
You
205
best.
Tuesday.
That sounded weird. Another Smackdown Tuesday?
Smackdown
You should have
Tuesday.
said, no, you should have said, on another Smacktastic Tuesday.
I gotta fix the date on the graphic. I did not change the date. I could do that while we're talking. Why everybody files into the chat here. It is April 3rd.
We're always delayed.
April 3rd. Delayed for what?
We're either like late or something's wrong with the show.
Hey, it's all good. It's all good.
I love it. Do you have a... Is chat popping up for you?
Now it is.
Okay, yeah, Chrome was taking a while for me.
Chrome has been a bitch for me for the past 2 weeks.
Dude, same, and it's really confusing.
I thought it was my computer, but then you kept telling me you were having Chrome issues, so I'm like,
and I think a couple people in chat too were like, yeah, my Chrome's been acting up a lot lately.
And what's weird is I tried to switch to Firefox, and that was even a little slow for me.
Why the fuck would you do that, you fool?
Just to try.
Cody Johnson, Ashton Tyler, Aaron Jump, and Luke Controller, Sean Cook. What is going on, guys? Thank you for tuning in to our Smackdown Live recap, review, and regurgitation, because it was not very good.
All right, so before we talk SmackDown, I do got to just say The Miz and Asuka did win the Mixed Match Challenge for anybody that cares.
And then for GWE Wrestling, you asked, yes, The Undertaker did come out. He came out on his motorcycle holding the puppy that he got for Christmas. On that one episode of SmackDown, he came out and he said he does not accept... I'm fucking lying.
He came in that wetsuit that Michelle McCool posted a picture. Did you see what Michelle McCool posted this morning when somebody asked why he didn't come out last night?
What do you think he eats for breakfast?
I have no clue.
Everyone in chat right now, what do you think
Benedict.
Undertaker eats for... What chat, let me know. What do you think Taker eats for breakfast?
All right, I'm gonna just so people aren't like, what are you talking about? I'm gonna pull it up.
Okay. Oh my gosh. El Juice is here. Alex Rodriguez. Herman's in here. And Aaron Jump. We got Nicholas in here. What is going on, Nicholas? Thank you for coming in. For those that don't know, Nicholas, he does all of our recaps for Raw and SmackDown and even some house shows over on the website at PWUnlimited.net. Give him some love and follow him on Twitter, PW_Bronson. Tim, my fucking username is PW_Armstrong. His username is PW Armstrong. Or no, that wouldn't be his username. His username is PW Bronson. When the fuck is yours gonna be PW_ buddy or whatever?
I don't care.
Ooh.
I started this thing. I'm the boss.
Aaron Jump is a good one. Tombstone pizzas. For breakfast, though, I don't know. Frozen pizza for breakfast doesn't sound... Giant ribs. Just literally eats giant ribs. Oh, my God. Taker eats Pop-Tarts? A bowl of nails with cranberry juice. Fuck me. All right, so do you want to talk about...
Well, for people that don't understand what we're talking about with the breakfast thing, I've got it right here. All right. So someone asked Michelle McCool, I am legit disappointed. Hashtag Undertaker did not show up, hit the gong, or give any sign he accepts John Cena's challenge. Michelle McCool, where's your husband? And she retweeted, in the morning, we're actually eating breakfast. So that's what Nick's talking about, the whole breakfast thing.
I like how everyone's going to be like, oh, they got so off topic. It's Tuesday. Not a lot happens on SmackDown, so the show's fairly short. So we want to fill it with some comedy.
It's all good. We're done with that. Anyways.
What does he eat for breakfast?
I like the Tombstone pizza thing.
Money just says Bray Wyatt's career. Fuck. All right, you want to talk SmackDown Live?
Yeah, I was going to get off topic again for a second, but it's all good.
Fuck it, do it. Last off topic. So if you're listening on YouTube, this is the last off topic thing, okay?
Yeah. So, question. I want your opinion on this really fast. Braun Strowman posted a photo of him and Bray on their way to NOLA.
He looks like the lead singer of Korn.
I was thinking the same thing.
He looks like the lead singer of Korn.
Anyways, you think Bray can be his partner? Because here's what I'm thinking.
Absolutely not.
They've been talking about repackaging Bray Wyatt. What better way to have him just randomly show up? Because you don't have him come back repackaged just in that Battle Royal. Whether you either do it on Raw Monday or as Braun Strowman's partner, because there's history there.
I don't think he would come back as Strowman's partner strictly because it just makes too much sense, you know? Like, it wouldn't make sense that he gets dipped in the lake of reincarnation, he comes back as what?
No, I get what you're saying.
Comes back as what he was before. No, so I don't think that's what's gonna happen. The only thing I can think of is he would go back to he would be kind of like Matt Hardy's, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Matt Hardy's servant, basically.
I don't know. If they were gonna do something with him and Matt, they would have teased it already on Raw.
I mean, what they could do is Matt could help him win the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. Wyatt could help him win it.
I don't see Bray showing up in Mania. Yeah, no.
They're the final two, and Bray eliminates himself, something like that. I don't know. Let's talk SmackDown, all right, guys? We're gonna talk SmackDown now. 6 minutes in.
SmackDown Live starts off. Daniel Bryan came out. Giant reaction. Welcomed everybody to SmackDown and said, Shane McMahon's here. And Shane comes out. He deliberately put his hands on his stomach to sell that he had a tummy issue.
Did he really say tummy?
No, I just said that.
Okay.
Announcers talked about his hernia. So that was a result of the attack by Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. And the diverticulitis was unrelated. I don't know what to think. I've heard it's all true, like the injury itself. But if he's really got a hernia, Roman Reigns had a hernia, and he was out of action for 2.5 months.
Yeah, I mean, hernias are fucking serious, man.
For the most part, yeah. And Brock almost died from diverticulitis. I mean, I did look it up a little bit. There are different versions of diverticulitis. There's some that aren't really that severe, so maybe he's got a mild case of it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so Shane called Bryan a role model for people who manage to fight and claw and scratch their way back to what they believe in. The crowd chanted yes. Shane mentioned that his own health issues and placed the blame for those on Owens and Zayn. Bryan admitted that Shane was right about him letting his friendship get in the way. He apologized. Shane apologized for being a hothead. He said that ever since Owens headbutted his father, he just was, just crazy from then on, wanting the revenge.
Mm-hmm.
Bryan said he and Shane have been on the same page, but there was some bad news, and that's because Owens and Zayn will need to be reprimanded at WrestleMania. Crowd started chanting yes. Wasn't really much here, and I think the two shook hands.
My favorite thing is, you get Daniel Bryan. I'm cleared to wrestle. Fucking crowd goes fucking wild. Shane McMahon. I will be wrestling in Mania. The crowd goes like, oh, cool. Glad your hernia is fine.
How much can he really do with a damn hernia?
I'm imagining
Daniel does most of the match.
See, that's what I'm saying.
Here's what you do. Daniel Bryan's always been the underdog, so the whole match can be Kevin and Sami just beating the crap out of him, and he can't ever get back to his corner. But then you don't want to make him look that weak in his first match.
No, back. I say it's the polar opposite. I say they just kind of beat down Shane a lot. Shane gets a hawk tag, and there you go.
Yeah, I can see
that's what I'm thinking of. But regardless, fuck me, Daniel Bryan's gonna be at WrestleMania this year. If you would have gone back when Daniel Bryan first retired, let's go. When he retired in
February 2016.
February, let's say
in
February,
Seattle.
March. So let's say April 2016, right?
Okay.
Someone told you 2 years Daniel Bryan's gonna come back. Would you believe him?
Yes.
I don't think I would have believed him at the time.
Now, I would have been skeptical if that comeback was in WWE.
That's a good one.
If it was just comeback altogether, eventually I knew he was going to wrestle whether it was WWE or not.
Nicholas Bronson says, short night for me, fuck school, hate wake up at 6 a.m. Do what I did, drop out.
Ooh.
Easiest option.
All right, so leading on here.
I've never been happier.
Charlotte Flair versus Natalya. They did this match 2 weeks ago. Natty won.
We've seen this match 90 times,
Oh,
dude.
no. This is... Yeah, we've seen this match 100 times, but they did the match 2 weeks ago. They were supposed to do it again last week. Charlotte got pulled from the show. They did it this week. It was an okay match. It went through actually, I think it went through 2 commercials.
Mm-hmm.
It was a very solid match. I'll give it that. At one point...
I'll give them that. They always put on solid matches.
Oh, yeah. They're really good together. At one point, Natalya used a distraction. Oh, no. Hold on. What?
You stuttered a lot there.
Shut up. Charlotte was in control early until Natalya got her knees up when Charlotte went for a moonsault. They knocked each other around for a little while, clothesline attempts, and then Carmella runs out, again trying to cash in. Charlotte was laying on the mat, and when Carmella turned around to signal to the ref, she then for some reason turned back around, and Charlotte kicked the briefcase right out of her hands.
I thought that was a great spot. I really like that spot.
Charlotte was just like, "You ain't gonna fuck with me again," and she just punted that briefcase out of her hand.
Yeah, she's just like, dude, I'm just gonna channel my inner Marquette King and punt this motherfucker 9 feet the other way.
Right. So
it actually went pretty far too. I think it went out of the ring.
Yeah. So I
wonder if that hurt. That's gotta hurt a little bit. I mean, if she kicked it with her toe, fuck, that's a.
Yeah.
It's a. I mean, what do they want us to believe? Is that it's a metal or a steel briefcase? What do you think it's made out of?
I don't know. Not a regular briefcase. I think metal then.
What is a regular briefcase made out of? Leather?
Leather? And it's not that. It's something that can hurt you when you get hit with it. Remember,
Seth Rollins
Seth Rollins used to use his as a weapon, and his was all dented up by the time he cashed it in.
Remember when he used to like curb stomp people on it?
Oh, I loved that. Remember he almost killed Edge with it?
Remember when he curb stomped Dean Ambrose through some cinder blocks?
Oh, that was nuts.
Even though it was clearly fucking fake, I thought that was awesome.
Anyways,
like that was like one of those fake spots in wrestling that ends up looking really cool. But back to SmackDown.
Anyway, so with Charlotte distracted, Natty tried to go for the schoolboy, and Charlotte countered it into a figure 8. Natty tapped out. Asuka then immediately came out.
Go on.
Okay, Asuka came out.
I was just gonna give a nice little shout out to Natalya just because she's a fucking workhorse. As much as I don't care for her matches sometimes, I will admit that every match she's in, she puts her heart into, and she just looks clearly happy to be out there and wrestling with people.
Oh, for sure.
I'm glad.
So Asuka comes out. People started chanting. Well, not a lot of people, but some people were chanting, "Asuka's gonna kill you."
Good chant.
She said the queen would bow down to the empress, but before she could say no one was ready for Asuka, Charlotte grabbed the mic from her and asked if Asuka was ready. They stared at each other for a little bit before Charlotte's music played, and the announcer started playing up that, hey, these two aren't just going to meet at WrestleMania. They're going to meet tonight in the Mixed Match Challenge.
I didn't really like that. I didn't think that was a very good idea.
They then played a backstage interview with AJ Styles. Styles said Nakamura knows he's emotional, which is why he's playing games. But his emotions are not his weakness, and they're his strength. He then said Styles is the WWE champion, and they're a long way from the Tokyo Dome. He said he would beat Nakamura.
There you go. They name dropped Tokyo Dome.
Yep. They then did a deal where they said the WWE Network will be free if you're a new subscriber. Again, plugging all this free crap. And we'll get to it later. They had another segment where it was all about the free, and oh my God, was this dumb. Okay. Rusev versus Jinder Mahal.
Oh, God.
It was an okay match.
$2 from Tucker. Predictions on who Braun's partner will be. I'm going to say Elias. Tim, who do you got?
Big Show.
There you go. Thank you for the $2, man.
All right, so before the match, Sunil Singh tried to sing and making fun of Aiden English. Didn't really go over well, so Aiden English came out, and he responded with his own song. Bobby Roode was on commentary. Randy Orton was shown backstage watching. Mahal had control after an early commercial. Crowd was all for Rusev for a long while. They then did a deal where they did picture-in-picture, and you could barely see the match, but they did a promo for the Rousey Angle Triple H Stephanie match. They did the same thing last night on SmackDown a couple times as well, or on Raw. Sunil tried to distract Rusev, but it didn't work. Rusev kicked him off the apron and nailed a Machka kick for the pinfall, defeating Jinder. So after the match, I'm like, so Orton's just going to be standing in the back? No, nothing? Okay. And all of a sudden, as Rusev's in the ring celebrating, Orton jumps in for one of the best out-of-nowhere RKOs I've ever seen. Like, the hang time, he comes around Rusev, jumps, he's got hang time, he's hanging there. He shifts his entire body like he's just like slow motion moving, and then just whoosh. It was perfect.
Now here's my question. What is a more popular finisher, the stunner or the RKO?
I will want
Right now, I'd have to say the RKO.
Well,
What kid didn't run up to their fucking siblings or friends and pretend to fucking RKO them?
Here's the thing with that. The stunner, you have to mock the stunner, you got to run up to the guy, look in his face, kick him in the gut, and then do the stunner. With the RKO...
No, you got to do the middle. You got to do the middle fingers first.
Oh, I guess. But with the RKO, it's just literally run up, grab your buddy's neck, and fall on your ass.
There you go. I say it's the RKO. Everyone likes doing a little bit of an RKO.
There was then a stare down in the ring. Aiden English tried to get on the top rope and looked like he was going to jump off and attack Orton, but Bobby Roode pushed him off, and he got an RKO off the middle ropes. Then this got a little awkward. So Roode gets in the ring, and he grabs the U.S. title, and he hands it to Randy. Randy puts it over his shoulder. Randy looked a little more jacked than normal, too. Not like, oh, he's on something jacked, but like, he's been training a little more. Anyways, so they're just doing a little stare down for about 20 seconds, and the camera pans over to the announce table. And as the announcers are talking about the Nakamura-AJ Styles match, the crowd pops. So I assume, I don't know what happened, but I assume something happened in the ring with Randy Orton and Bobby Roode, but we never saw what that was because the crowd went nuts before they cut away, or as they were cut away to the announcers. I don't know what happened, though.
Herman Booger says, I got kicked out of Chuck E. Cheese for the RKO on the mouse.
Oh, Lord.
It's fucking incredible.
All right, so they did a Nakamura pre-taped interview. He admitted that he was also playing games with AJ Styles. He said, I do not take AJ Styles lightly. I know AJ Styles very well, and I know AJ Styles is very emotional. So emotional, he will make mistakes. When he does, I become champion with need a face.
There you go.
Then we
need a face. When is that going to get a shirt?
Oh, my God. Then this next segment with the New Day and the Bludgeon Brothers and the Usos, and I want to kill myself.
Look, I said it before, and I'll say it again, and I fucking tweeted it the other day. I personally think that this fucking tag team match for the SmackDown tag titles deserves the pre-show. And everyone's like, "Oh, the Usos never got their WrestleMania moment on the main roster." It's because they don't fucking deserve it, and the way that this bullshit has been built, they don't fucking deserve it again. I don't fucking care how good they are; they don't deserve it.
So this whole thing was, it was supposed to be built around the tag team match and saying, "Hey, we're gonna have a tag team title match on Sunday," but it was really built around, "Hey, WrestleMania is free for new subscribers." So we got the New Day standing out there. And Xavier's like, if you are a new subscriber to the WWE Network on any device, you can get the WWE Network for free. And Big E's like, any device? Like my phone? And he goes to reach in his pocket, and it's a pancake. He goes, oop, that's not my phone. So he reaches into his back pocket, and it's a bag of Bootios. He goes, oop, old bag of Bootios. So he finally pulls out his phone, and he gives it to Xavier Woods. And Xavier Woods starts playing on the phone. And Big E goes, wait. Do you mean any device? And he reaches all the way down his pants, like down. He's got his hands all the way down up to his damn elbows, and he pulls out an iPad. He goes, I can get this on my tablet. And Xavier's like, any device. And then he goes, wait. And he lifts up Kofi's shirt, and he pulls a laptop, an iMac, out of Kofi's pants, and goes, even my laptop? And Xavier's like, you can get the WWE Network on any device. And all of a sudden, Xavier pulls his pants kind of out like they're gonna reach for it, and you hear Kofi, pull an Xbox out of Xavier's pants, and then the Usos walk up.
I'll put it this way.
What the hell is this crap?
If there was anyone to do that segment, it was either Rusev or it was the New Day. And I'm glad they went with the New Day. They went with the New Day, because if Rusev did it, it would have been would have been something.
So the Usos walk up, and they're like, the WWE Network, WrestleMania, it's free, and everyone's going to get to see us defeat you guys at WrestleMania, and they're going to see it for free.
Nothing like having your fucking match only strictly be a fucking plug for it being free, because no one wants to pay to watch the fucking Usos.
So then the Bludgeon Brothers walk up, and they kind of like tap one of the New Day on the shoulder, so then they move out of the way. Mm-hmm. Harper pulls his hood off. Rowan pulls his mask off. They grab their mallets, and all of a sudden, the camera that's facing them cuts away to a camera all of a sudden on the floor, and they smash the camera, and it's done. It was
What a
horribly cut at that last spot. Like, they should have just made it look like they actually hit the camera guy that was looking at them. Because you don't really have to hit him.
Mm-hmm.
It was just so dumb. When they were like, pull the Xbox out of his pants. I was like, if they pull an Xbox out of his pants, I'm done. I kind of wish they kind of did.
Then again, if they could fit
it kind of goes so dumb, they needed to just go all with it.
It's like, you know what? If we're gonna joke about a fucking Xbox being in fucking Biggie's, not even tights, but his fucking.
You know what it made it even better? If it was like an original Xbox.
That's what I thought it was. What if he just pulled out a fucking Wii? It's just just pulled out a fucking Atari 2600.
Oh,
like, can
Lord.
I get this?
Commodore 64.
Actually, just pulls out an entire fucking Pac-Man cabinet. Just says, can I get it on this? Like, probably.
All right.
You know what? Fuck it. Just pull out the entirety of Bill Gates and ask him to make an Xbox specifically that only plays the WWE Network.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, fuck.
So we had a nothing 8-man tag team match with random guys that are in the mixed match challenge. Primo was actually out in this match. It was Baron Corbin, Dolph Ziggler, Mojo, and Primo taking on Ty Dillinger, Zack Ryder, Tyler Breeze, and Fandango.
God
Mojo.
damn.
One thing to note here, Mojo was on the heel team. I don't know if that means anything, but...
who cares? Fuck Mojo.
It was just a big, I'm going to toss everybody around. People are going to get thrown around. Best spot was Corbin launching Breeze onto a pile of bodies outside the ring. Corbin got the pinfall on Fandango with the end of days. Announcers reminded us, hey, WrestleMania is free this weekend if you're a new subscriber. And then they ran down the card and said at the end, again, WrestleMania is free if you're a new subscriber.
Hey, did you know WrestleMania is free if you're a new subscriber to the network?
You know, if people are smart, anybody could be a new subscriber to the network.
No, not really. Because you need to put in a card.
True.
You got to put in card information. $2.79 from Nicole. Nick, who do you hate more, Mojo or TJP? The amount of fucking Ash and Tyler, fuck you. I can hate on the Usos all I fucking want. I have reasons for hating both Mojo and TJP. Who do I hate more? I don't feel like I should give one the option of being hated less. So I hate them with all of my heart and soul equally.
Did you hear they're doing these charity auctions where you get to win experiences with WWE superstars? And there's one that's literally win the auction and you get to get hyped with Mojo for the day.
I wonder if that just means get really fucking hammered.
No, it's you get to go backstage at a, no, literally it's you get to go backstage at a WWE event. You get to have lunch with Mojo and catering, and then you guys get to do a photo shoot together.
I love nothing more if it's just Mojo taking fucking acid and just going, let's get fucking hype, bro.
It should be. It should be. That's the kid version. But if you're an adult, then you go to Vegas with Mojo, and who knows what can happen there.
German Tofar, I don't fucking know what you're talking about. I actually did say that. I said whoever's in our Mania stream, if Mojo wins the Battle Royal, whoever's in it this time, they get a $5 Starbucks card. Oh wait, German Tover did have a question that I kept it in mind. Which WWE superstar do you think has the most solo wins in Fortnite?
Oh,
Kofi.
I don't know.
No, excuse me, Xavier. Either Xavier or Styles. I feel like Styles plays a lot of Fortnite.
I was gonna say Styles probably plays a lot.
Probably me. I have 0 solo wins in Fortnite. I just want to live that now. All right, what was next?
All right, so Owens and Zayn then run through the crowd, jump on the announce table, and they said Smackdown and WrestleMania were still the Sammy and Kevin show, despite them being fired. Sammy mocked the apology session from Bryan and Shane earlier in the night. He then apologized to Brie and Birdie, saying that, I'm sorry for what Daniel's going to get at WrestleMania. They mocked the inspirational advice Brie gave Bryan on his road to recovery. Zayn said it was their dream to obliterate Daniel Bryan. Owens said that this would be their WrestleMania moment. Zayn said, then Zayn started doing a overly annoying, he would literally went, we deserve it. And then he started tapping the mic. We deserve it.
I like that.
Yeah.
That's what he's good at. He's good at being
And he was like
annoying.
dancing around and just being the... Vince told him, if you're going to take this heel character, you take it and you be super annoying with it.
And it worked.
He has. Because he asked him, because they said this on the Edge of Christian podcast. He was like, he asked Vince, he's like, what do I need to do to get this heel me over. And Vince literally said, not much different, except for ramp it up being annoying, like being very annoying, but you can basically be yourself, you know, and that's what
I like that though, because you don't see a lot of faces that have a heel turn that's still being them, but just them times 25.
Exactly. And it's perfect because you always have those moments when he's doing it and then Owens is like, Sammy, calm down.
Yeah, it's like that. There was this promo with Sami Callihan and John Moxley back from a while back in CZW, where Moxley's just pacing around in the background. He takes off his t-shirt, does that thing like when you're in a locker room and you tighten it and then you snap it at a guy. He just kept doing that to Sami Callihan, like smack him in the back, and then he goes, "This isn't a fucking game, John. This isn't a game." And it was just, that's exactly what it's like. It's just who they are times like 10.
Exactly. So Daniel Bryan and Shane McMahon came out as this happened. Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn ran off into the crowd. Daniel Bryan then said, hey, can we get a camera on those two up there? We just need to see this. Everybody pull out your cell phones and get some videos and pictures, because this is the last time you're going to see these two on SmackDown Live. And then Shane McMahon led the entire crowd in a na 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 na.
Nice.
Na 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 na. Hey, goodbye. Crowd all chanted it before they went away. And Owens was wearing the new KO Mania 3 shirt. I think it was the first time he's worn it on TV.
I really like the KO Mania shirts. I actually get genuinely excited to see what they look like every year.
Yeah. I think it's funny that they should have done it a little differently. I like the whole, it's got just like the poster that had Andre and Hulk on it, but it's got Owens and Owens. So maybe they should have went Owens and Sammy.
No, because then I feel like that dates the shirt too much.
Nah, I guess you could say that.
Because if Kevin and Sammy end up breaking up.
True, it's just a little weird to me that it's a picture of Owens and a picture of Owens, but oh well, whatever. So then we go to the main event. It was AJ Styles and Shinsuke Nakamura taking on Shelton Benjamin and Chad Gable. Crowd was very into this match, especially, the team of Styles and Nakamura, because, are they going to work together? Are they going to have dissension? Are they going to fight each other? What's going to happen?
The Ascension?
No, are they going to have dissension?
The Ascension wasn't even on tonight, Tim. Were you even fucking watching SmackDown?
I didn't say Ascension. I said, are they going to have dissension? Like, are they going to
I'm playing a practical joke on you.
Well, it didn't work.
Well, it did.
Because that's not what he... Never mind.
Oh, fuck off.
Gable and Nakamura started off the match. It had a nice little... I loved the beginning of this match where it was Gable... it was Nakamura trying to keep his composure and, not get really taken down. And Gable's just, rolling all over him with chain wrestling. He basically... It was like Gable was chain wrestling nothing against Nakamura. But it was like... They said, Gable, here's a blow-up doll. Chain wrestle it and look the fucking best you can. And it was perfect. Because Nakamura just sat there and was like, you do you, bro. I'll jump in when I have to.
Yeah.
Finally, Nakamura...
Gable's great. I love him.
Yeah, he is. Finally, Nakamura pulled him towards the corner. Styles offered a tag, so Nakamura obliged by patting him on the head. That plays into the end of the show. Remember this. Nakamura patted AJ on the head for a tag. Styles got in his face, and the fans chanted for both of them. They were then attacked by Gable and Benjamin. Went to commercial. Later on in the match, Benjamin hit an enziguri and a running knee, but when he went to do a spinning heel kick on Nakamura countered it and tagged in AJ Styles for a hot tag. Styles ran wild, gave Gable a fireman's carry neckbreaker. Nakamura was on the apron. Styles deliberately stared him down, leaped onto the apron, nailed Gable with a phenomenal forearm. 1, 2, 3, AJ Nakamura win. Then... So after the match, Styles grabs his title and began to go up the ramp. Benjamin attacked Nakamura from behind, but Nakamura managed to fend him off. Styles then jumped up on the apron, and it looked like he was going to give a phenomenal forearm to Nakamura. He jumps up, he leaps off the top rope, he's all sprawled out for the forearm, and then he lands on his feet right in front of Nakamura.
And now I do want to say that looked like he was about to hit that fucking forearm.
Oh, yeah.
Like that, he pulled it back at the very last second.
So, as Nakamura's down on his knees, nice. AJ looks at him, and
dick sucking.
AJ pats Nakamura on the head.
There you go.
AJ gets out of the ring, and Nakamura, I thought Nakamura was going to run AJ down. He looked so pissed off. He looked like, it was like, you killed my dog, I'm going to kill you.
Jesus Christ. Psycho Dad Jesse says that match is actually unpredictable. Well, it is really unpredictable on who would win. The only thing I can think of is they're going to have Shinsuke win, and AJ's going to take a little bit of time off because of that nagging injury he has. If it wasn't for that injury, I honestly don't know who would win.
I think you have to give it to Nakamura, and here's why. It's his payback for the gender feud.
Yeah, that's true.
It's his payment, just like last year. Orton got paid back for the Bray Wyatt feud. He won the Rumble. Or, I mean, not for the Bray Wyatt feud. He got paid back for the Brock Lesnar SummerSlam match. He won the Rumble and won the title. Then, unfortunately, had to go through that horrible feud with Bray Wyatt.
Mm-hmm.
But, yep, that was SmackDown. It ended with Nakamura looking super pissed, like, you kill my dog, I kill you. And AJ walking up the ramp backwards, like, I got you, bro. And that was it.
It was both Raw and SmackDown were pretty lackluster go-home shows, but that doesn't make me any less excited for WrestleMania because it's WrestleMania. So it's going to be fun. And with the arrival of WrestleMania, we will be doing TakeOver predictions and we will be doing Mania predictions.
I have a question.
And go ahead.
I want your opinion because you haven't really voiced your opinion on this.
Go ahead.
You say TakeOver. What do you think of that new North American Heavyweights Championship?
It's so fucking nice. I fucking love that title. That title looks good, and it looks dead on like the old NWA red belt. That looks dead on what it looks like, and I fucking love it. Ashton Tyler says, Usos are the best tag team on the planet. Nick, you sucks ass.
Yikes.
So does your spelling.
Usos aren't the best either. Honestly, I'm not saying this as a mark. I think the Bucks are the best tag team.
If we're talking best tag team, you'd have to put the Bucks in terms of popularity. In terms of wrestling, I would also say the Bucks.
Because you have to think about it. They went from because they're changing their style up a little bit, especially Matt.
Oh yeah.
With the whole.
Oh yeah.
Because here's where this came from. A little off topic, really fast. The whole thing about the whole Matt Jackson back injury thing. He did say before this year he was banged up a little bit, so they played up with that at the Tokyo Dome where he injured his back, and he's been playing off of that back injury ever since. But the whole thing is, a lot of people would always say the Bucks can't sell. The Bucks just do their high spots and they never sell anything, and they're always just like, oh, they hit a high spot and they bounce right back up like freaking Slinky. But with Matt now selling that back injury in every match, it's like, hey, they do know in-ring psychology.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. So, and Psycho Dad Jesse, the Briscoes, absolutely. I'm not saying that the Usos haven't improved. They have improved since then. I just feel like this specific match that they're in, does not deserve the main roster. The main card,
no.
it deserves pre-show. And I'm just saying just this match. Their matches with the New Day at Hell in a Cell and all that was fucking fantastic, and I loved every goddamn fucking minute of it. But I just think the way that this match is built, it's built in a style of a pre-show. And that's just what
there's just not that much interest in it. And if they didn't have the storyline of, well, the Usos haven't been on the main card of Mania, then it would be the pre-show match, I believe. But they really can't do it now because then they'll be like, well, why would you go through the whole storyline of we've never been on the main card?
Exactly.
So they kind of put themselves in a hole there.
We do mention it's WrestleMania week. Super exciting. I love WrestleMania week. If you are watching the show and you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe and hit the little bell thingy on the side right there. So whenever we upload something that's either regarding Mania, regarding the Raw, SmackDown, NXT After Mania, or any kind of news regarding wrestling, you guys will be in the first bunch to know. And also, last thing I'll mention before we go, Pro Wrestling Tees will be doing a really, really big sale with 20% off everything on their site. And we do have a couple shirts up on the website. So if you go to prowrestlingtees.com/PWUnlimited, and Tim will put it in the chat right here.
It is.
We are internally grateful if you do buy a shirt. That would be awesome. If you do guys want to pick up both shirts, just one shirt, it would be awesome. It would be really great. And For every T-shirt sale we get, we'll be doing we'll be doing something very special for our Mania live stream. And I see someone in here. I'm gonna get the name. Luca Troller says, "When are you doing your predictions?" We will be doing our takeover predictions on Thursday and on Friday.
Maybe Friday.
Oh, okay. I got you. Either Thursday or Friday, but hopefully, most likely Thursday, and then Friday will be the Mania predictions, and they will be live, so you guys know that. And it'll be very, very special. So,
also, I do want to say, if you haven't seen 205 Live, go watch it, because Buddy Murphy monkey flips Kalisto onto the announce table. Oh my God, that was great.
Oh, it was fucking intense. So thank you guys so much for watching. I've been Nick. You can follow me on Twitter at PWU_Armstrong. You can follow us on Twitter at PWUnlimited, Facebook.com/Pro Wrestling ULTD, and right here on YouTube and Instagram at Pro Wrestling Unlimited.
Also, you can find me on Twitch and Twitter at TimmyBuddy. And yeah, also go check out our buddies over at Fightful.com, or you can find them on Twitter, Fightful Wrestling, or Fightful Online.
Sean Ross Samp, we're fighting for my fucking title.
Lord. So,
thank you guys so much for tuning in. Buy a shirt. There's a Discord too. Tim will put the Discord in there. We talk all the time there. Yes, we will be doing live shows for Mania. Maybe not Takeover, because I'm sorry, but I want to enjoy Takeover, and I feel like I wouldn't enjoy it
for Takeover.
We will absolutely do a post show. I want to have at least one day where I can just not have to worry about being live and just enjoy the wrestling that I'm watching. I will have
because also we're not sure what order we're gonna watch Takeover and Ring of Honor, if we do watch Ring of Honor, because I am intrigued about that Cody Omega match, and
fuck it,
I want to see that. I want to see that 6-man tag team ladder match.
You can just play them at the same time. Worst comes to worst.
Well, yeah, I'm just, that's why we can't do both live. We can't do live during, because we might be watching both. We might watch one right after the. We will do a post show for Takeover at least on Saturday night.
Yeah. So thank you guys so much. We appreciate it, and we will see you guys tomorrow for the Pro Wrestling Unlimited podcast.
Have a good night, guys.